Right, Gareth, welcome back. Been a while since we've done one of these. We've got a couple of guys you know
Welcome,
quite well
welcome. Well,
actually
as you
coming
know,
on.
absolutely, these
We
two
got
boys have
yeah, we
started
got
to get to know Mark just recently.
yeah, Carlo and Mark are coming on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get them in. I'm just
Yeah,
going to tweak a little thing on a page because it's sharing it under the wrong name for some reason. But I'll sort that out in a minute. But we'll get them in and then we'll get stuck in. Here we go,
Hello. Thank you for
guys.
having me.
Hey guys,
Thanks for
hello.
joining
Thank
on.
you. Hello.
Brilliant. Yeah, well,
all
thanks for
right.
coming on. We've had a few
Not too
technical
bad.
problems all round, but thanks for coming on. I think we've all got them sorted now. But guys, yeah, thanks for coming on. I mean, Gareth, kick things off here because I know you know Carlo and Mark a lot better than I do, being down a lot of these London comps. But yeah, just kick things off for us.
Certainly do. So I met Carlo probably about a year ago, 8 months ago. First encounter with him was down, and a little sod beat me quite convincingly. He played quite good. He played quite and yeah. So I've now watched him sort of grow over the last year. Come across Mark. I've been watching him probably for the last 3 or 4 months, and just recently he's taken down a couple of positions, and here we go. Here he is. So I've now got into with Mark. I'm starting to know Mark, and certainly want to document both of these guys' careers as they move forward. So I'd like to just say, first of all, congratulations, guys, on your wins just recently.
Thank you.
Carlo, start us off,
Thank
mate. How
you.
do you feel, mate? You must be on cloud nine because I know it's probably the biggest taken down so far.
Yeah, definitely. I feel great about this one to be honest, because I had a bit of a run for about 4 months. I had a bit of a run where I wasn't cashing loads in comps, and I just kept practicing really hard to be honest. And then the week coming up before it, for some reason, I just put so many hours in practicing, and then yeah, it came good, and I played really well on the day, really confident, and yeah, took it down. But I know it's got step by step because I'm looking at I want to be in division A, and I want to move up, so I need to keep working hard.
Will that automatically put you
Whereabouts?
in Division A, Carlo?
What's that?
Like that win, does it put you up there? Will that
I
win
don't.
automatically put you in Division A? Will it?
I'm not 100% sure how it works. It's kind of up the field to be honest, but I want to. Obviously, I need to improve my level, play with better players. So that's where I'm aiming for. So whether I need to, I don't know, win Division B again or go straight to A, I don't really, whatever.
To see how it plays
Whereabouts
out.
is it that you tend to do all the practicing,
to the guy below
Carlo?
you on
Yeah, I'll answer Matt's question. Yeah, so I practice in Watford.
Right.
Yeah, practice in Watford. It's a place called Shots. So Shots Watford, and it's quite a nice club in there. And yeah, it's put a lot of hours in. To be honest, I do a lot of solo practice. I play with other players
I was going to
sometimes.
say, who else do you play with? Did any of the other guys that you play with play on these events, or is it just you?
Yeah, so I mean, Mark comes. Me and Mark practice in Watford.
Yeah.
We have sessions together. It's good. Mark kicks my ass sometimes, but it's good practice. But yeah,
well,
yeah,
Mark, over to you, Mark. Like I say, just saying, just going. You've had two back-to-back big wins in the UK just recently, and it's definitely cemented your place as one of the top players in the UK at the moment. How are you feeling? I mean, you're like Carlo there, just on cloud nine, mate, because you've taken some really big scalps on your travels here, mate.
Yeah, actually, I'm just overwhelmed sometimes. I think that is the prize when we are practicing together with Carlo. That I think and also helped me to my confidence. And we go home in the Philippines because there's so many money games there, and
yeah,
like
yeah, every day.
yeah. And when I come back here, it's very helpful for us. And and now for me, it's I'm very thankful that I won that tournament, like big one of the big tournaments here in UK. Mm.
Yeah, because you've been playing. I say you've taken quite a few players down. Really, it's just. I suppose really it's more. It's more about actually beating the better players, Mark, isn't it? Because like I say, obviously doing that and then the win's gonna sort of like take care of itself because you did take quite a few good players on your routes, didn't you?
Um, here in UK or
In the UK, yeah, you beat some very good players.
um, oh yeah, like a little bit lucky for that, I think, and it's, and like challenging. It's better to play with the good players like here, like to play with Saw, Phil, and the other players here, and a new for me, a new tactics, a new strategy for them. That's why it's very challenging here, and I'm happy to play with them also here. That's why I I'm very focused to play in the game and also to win. That's why,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
little bit lucky again. We need the lucky
Well, we
sometimes.
all need a bit of luck, don't we?
You do need a
Sometimes
bit.
when we're
Yeah,
playing,
with the,
it's well, sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it goes against you, but yeah, we all need a bit of luck here and there. But what's next for you guys in terms of tournaments now? I know obviously the year's coming to an end, 2023. We're closing it out. Um, I've got a tournament myself on Sunday, but after that, there's nothing for me, I don't think, until next year possibly. But I'm going to be probably. I'm interested in playing a lot of one-day events and these. I like
Yeah.
these competitions where you can just turn up one day, play, and you haven't got to worry about coming back again the next day or anything like that.
Mm.
I mean, what's next for you guys in terms of competitions and things?
I, I'd say probably we've both. I'm sure we'll both be attending the T9B Grand Finals. That's quite a big event. They'll
Is
have
that still
probably
is
a,
that this year? Is in December or
yeah,
something?
yeah, that'll be the end of
December
this
now.
year.
Yeah.
And then I'll be playing in the London Finest Masters Grand Final because they qualified just about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that,
yeah.
that, that club's got the diamonds in. Beautiful,
I've
beautiful
seen that
tables
actually.
in
Nick's
Have,
Renee's
have they
always
ever?
in there now
there.
playing.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
Carlo. Have they
about?
have they announced and what players come to the grand final?
Yeah. I think there's six. I think it's 16. But yeah, luckily enough, I think I'm playing. So I was in the top 16.
Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah. What
So
about next? What
what's the
about GB9 and things? I mean, oh, you're right, everything. What about GB9 and things like that? I mean, because obviously now this week, of course, they've announced that they're looking to go ahead with the
Yeah,
the new, well, I say not new format, but the new tour. I mean, what's your take on that? I mean, I know looking at the comments that was up on the post on their Facebook page about it, there was a lot of questions. But I mean, is it something you guys are interested in, or
yeah, definitely. When I played two
Totally.
GB9 events last year, and honestly, they were brilliant. So it's definitely next year. I want to be playing all the GB9s. I want to play 4 matchroom events, all T9Bs, all the London ones. Just need to compete as much as possible because I found the more I compete, just my confidence grows so much, and then you can win more events,
That's
and as
it.
you win more events, more exposure. It's the same thing as Mark as well. With Mark, like his first few tournaments in the UK, still getting accustomed to things. I think the more events you play, the more confidence we've both picked up, and that's why I see
Yeah.
Mark had his purple patch where he won about a lot of quite a few events in a row, and then I won that one recently. So I think it's just the more you compete, it helps. So like next year, definitely, I think Mark as well will play GB9, and hopefully we'll play a matchroom, depending on how things go with the entrances, as you know.
yeah? I mean, I'd be interested in playing the UK Open next year if we can get in
Yeah,
it. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen in terms of that, but I'd certainly be interested in having a bash on that. But
mm,
yeah, the GB9, not made my mind up 100% yet, I don't think, but I just think it's quite a lot for. I mean, the format is, the costs and things. Obviously, I think it's £850 now, isn't it, for the tour, plus your hotel fees, of course, on top of that, and I think it's at Bradford as well, which is about two and
yeah,
a half hour drive for me. And I don't know. This is why I like to go in these one offs now. I know Gareth's been up Scotland a few times, and they're not necessarily one-off comps. Maybe a weekend. I'd be interested in having a look at them here and there, you know. But I mean, have you? What about you guys? Would you go that far up north to play?
Yeah, I mean, I went to the Jacoby 9 Ball Open. That was a great event.
Is that the one that
the
David Al Qaeda won?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
beat
an
Phil in the
awesome
final.
event.
Yeah.
That was and I think hopefully I think Mark as well. I think hopefully he'll go to Scotland next year. We'll have to see, but hopefully I think I want to play it and everything, to be honest.
Well, some guys just said on the comments, Hassan, he says, look, get these two guys sponsored. Well, to be honest, I mean, look, you want to enter all these things. I mean, you're going to need some sponsorship on you. It ain't bloody cheap to, you know, to be playing in all these things. I mean, have you already got some finance lined up for backers or things, or are you just funding it all yourself at the moment?
Well, I think hopefully I'm getting to that point now. I'm talking to got a couple of people I'm talking to, but hopefully coming through next year, hopefully I'll get some sponsors, because I'd like the opportunity to wear people's brands and logos to promote their company, and I think I've got quite a good social media reach. Similar with Mark as well, how well he's done recently, proving he's one of the best in the UK. Amateur semi-pro wise, you know, hopefully it comes through, but it's not easy.
Well, these things don't go unnoticed, and you know, give it time, and I think you know, people will be interested in coming forward to help with that a little bit more. I think, I mean, I guess Mark's the same position as yourself, really, in terms of like, is it? I don't know if Mark's got any sort of backing or anything or sponsorship, but I guess he's probably in a very similar situation to yourself, isn't he?
Yeah, hopefully that's it's a big thing, especially coming through as well, because it would be a good opportunity, but hopefully I think so. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Mark, you recently played a money match against Bash, didn't you? And I think you beat him up in Leicester. Was that right, Mark? Did I read that right somewhere? You played a money game with Bash.
Yeah, I played him this. I forgot the date, but yeah, I played just only money game for Bash, Ashik, and Phil, and so that's it.
Right. Okay. So that's something that you.
Last year.
Okay. How did you get on with all of those, Mark?
It's tough. It's good to play with them because you know, they are good players also, and for me, because I'm usually played in the Philippines in money game, and actually this only in UK that I played always in the tournament. But in the Philippines, you usually played money game there, and uh, it's better for me. It's better to compete good players like Ashik Bash and Field, and the challenge is very different with tournament and the money game.
Yeah, sure.
It's a good challenge for
Big
me.
difference. Yeah.
Big difference.
Well, tell it, guys. I've got to put it to you guys, because just recently, I think within the last month or 6 weeks, you're back from the Philippines. A pair of you. Come on, enlighten us.
Yeah.
How did the Philippines go, guys? How did that go, Mark? Let's start off with you.
Carlo,
How did you get that young man to go with you? What was it all about?
The first Carlos adjusting there. The climate's very different because it's too hot there, and you know, and the crowd is different. Like I saw Carlo that he's like adjusting, and you know, one week, the first week of that in September, I saw Carlo that he's trying to adjust the game because the people there's very different, and the money game is very different in the crowd. And but after one week, I saw Carlo that he adjust and he played well there. He beat too many players there. That's why. And I don't know, Carlo can explain what does he feel there in the Philippines? Like, what is the experience?
What's different about? I'm interested. What's different about the crowd? I mean, are they a bit more on your back? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a very big difference.
Yeah, in the Philippines.
I'd just like to interrupt and say a big hi to Courtney, legend, mate. Just seen your message, mate. Good to see you. Good to hear you. Good to know you. Good to read about you. Sorry, Mark. Over to you, mate.
It's all right. The crowd there is like it's not like here that it's too quiet.
Yeah,
There
that's fair.
you cannot tell the people that like that just quiet that you it really the surroundings is all watching you when you play money game there,
Yeah,
and the pressure is the big difference there because the every rock there's a line of money and
mm.
a rock like
Yeah,
every
that
rock.
was a big thing out there.
Well, I guess you got all the
The,
I guess you
the
got all the
culture
crowd.
actually the culture of billiard in Philippines and UK is big different. That's for me.
Yeah.
And more for me, in my opinion, the Philippines more on money game, more on money game there,
Well,
Definitely,
when
more on money
Carlo's
game.
over
it's
there, if Carlo's over
yeah,
there playing a money game against some local Filipino guy, you probably
Mm,
got
yeah.
zero supporters in the crowd wanting to win, haven't you?
yeah,
But that's good. I mean,
Uh,
that'd be a good thing,
I,
really. Apart from Mark, he's
5%.
only
I'm there. I'm one of the supporters there.
yeah,
yeah. But that's good. Well, I say, well, it's not good, but it's good to for your mental game because if you can block that
yeah,
out, I mean, it's so helpful to learn and add that into your game when you've got everything against you. And like, you make a bad positional shot and they're probably like smiling in the
cheer.
crowd
Yeah,
at you,
it's
whistling or
it's
whatever. Is that
exactly
what they
like
do?
that.
Do they whistle
Yeah,
at you and things like that in
it's
the crowd, or oohs and ahs? When you run
mm,
out of position or going off or something.
it's not even like what I found. I found the game was like I enjoyed the game so much better because out there's no, for example, in the UK here, if you get lucky, you like apologize or put your hand up. There's none of that. There's no
Gareth doesn't do that
apologizing.
ever.
Yeah, there's none of that. There's no like if I'm on an important temple, there's no like people don't care. There are people walk in front of my shot. They're talking really loudly. It's not even when I'm playing like there's like and the big difference to me was let's say I'm playing a game for I don't know 4,000 pesos or something like that. Maybe that's like about 40 quid,
Hundred
something
pounds.
like that. Yeah, something like that. So it's not just the bet for the game. Let's say I'm doing a race to 8. It's a bet every rack. So I've got about 40 people surrounding my table, right? And then I'm about to break, and they're like, no, 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 wait. And then they're getting all the bets in around the table. So then they're like 100, 200, 500, 500. So then all of a sudden,
Oh,
I've
quality.
got all these random like Filipino guys who like their money is very important to them out there, putting their money, which is like their food for later on me or against me to win that rack. It's not just it's every rack is so important. So that's why the pressure out there is so much more because it's every even if you're 7-0 up to 8, there's still money on every rack, so you can still lose money even if
Yeah.
the game's tight.
I bet some of these guys are
Right.
probably backing you to win because the odds they were
Yeah,
probably thinking were probably great. Oh, Carlo, I'm going to back him to win this because he's probably not the favourite in some of these things, and obviously you can play and you probably you beat some of these, so it can be good return for some of these Filipino betters when you're
yeah.
playing.
Yeah, it's just it's such a big difference out there, especially so when I first got out there, like in terms of like I've never felt when I first played my level drop so much because of the heat, everyone watching me, the pressure. Honestly, it's so hard to play. And my first 9 money matches, Mark remembers this, I lost my first 9 money matches in a row. And every day I would play and then I'd lose and then I go home and then I lose and then I get and then eventually after a week I finally won and then I was making some money back and all of a sudden I was I was playing C division players and then I got to the point by the end of our trip I was beating the B division players. So you
B
like
play B
I could see
plus.
how my game like adapted to the Filipino style. It's really weird out there. You have to play the game differently. There's so much more defense. You're stronger under pressure.
Yeah, yeah, and it's such a good trait to have in your game, isn't it? I mean, if you can play under
Yeah,
pressure and not not crack, take them shots out still, it sends a good
yeah,
message to your opponent as
100%.
well, I think.
Yeah, so
Brilliant.
it's amazing. Just the buzz of potting balls under pressure there is nothing like I've ever felt. Like when I played the comp recently, when I won the Division B comp, I felt under pressure. I felt so mentally like strong and so confident that I'm going to pot all the pressure balls because of what I experienced out in the Philippines. So it definitely this is what Mark's
Yeah,
done his whole life. Like pot balls under pressure, playing money matches every day, and
Yeah.
then you play in other tournaments in the UK where it's nice and quiet and this and that, and you don't. The pressure is different. You feel it, but you know, I'm still learning, but you develop your game. You know,
Yeah,
that's what I find. So that's why
it's true.
through experiencing different things like the Philippines, I want to play in more matchroom events because I need to learn and make myself into a better player, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you
Well,
just
yeah.
going to stay on the matchroom events, guys, or does the Euro Tour or anything like that
yeah,
interest you?
yeah,
At all?
yeah. I'd definitely like. I'd be interested. I'd definitely like to do them. I don't know about you, Mark.
If there's a chance, well, yeah, I need to experience that one also
Mm.
to go to the other place.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where I'm going to this week. To I'm off to the Euro Tour in Treviso in Italy on Thursday.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's quite
So
Good
nice.
luck.
you're looking forward to that. Yeah, cheers, guys. You know what I mean? I'm playing pretty well as well at the moment, to be fair. You know, and I've
Well,
had quite
good
a good
luck.
little run
You can
Scotland
do
on
it.
the Wallace. And I played seriously well up in Scotland. But something really bizarre happened. Twisted my back, and it just put me out of
Really?
action. Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't get down on the shot. On the shot, I had to literally like just from playing well in the quarter in last 32 to literally limp around the table in the quarterfinals. But I'm back now.
Wow. That's good. Yeah. But best of luck in that comp.
Can strike.
You can do it.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, it should be a good one. There's quite a few
Yeah.
good players over there. You know, a lot of
Always pat the
Zukes and the
ball in the
fillers and
pocket.
the
You will win. You will win.
No.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah. That's it. That's the main. That's
Always
the main
put the
thing,
ball
isn't
in
it?
the pocket. You will win.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just the thing. You need to put the ball
yeah.
always.
You've always got a
Well,
pot it. Yeah, absolutely.
some of
I'll tell you what.
the yeah. Go on, Gareth.
I really enjoyed the tweak at St Albans, run by Dasher and Gideon. Great
Yeah,
event,
that was a good
Yeah.
shout.
mate.
That.
Absolutely great event.
Anyway,
They really put on
actually, there's a tournament this coming December too,
Sorry, sorry.
and um,
Yeah.
and there's a tournament yeah, this December too in St. Albans. So every month we have a tournament
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I
So
think it's very
if you
well
want
run.
to play there,
Very well run. Yeah,
yeah,
to make that one
you
a
know,
regular for
good
sure.
good
Yeah,
players
yeah,
also there. And
yeah. It's a good setup there. Very good
Yeah,
setup. The cameras and it's nice. It's
yeah.
nice
It's
when you
right. The
got
tables ain't too
some good
bad,
quality.
Carlo, either, are they?
Yeah, I mean they're okay. The ones at the front are all right. The ones at the back, a little bit dodgy. But it's okay. You know, I don't mind. It's a local amateur comp at the end
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
day,
But
so the tables aren't going to be perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know you're on about the tables at Tooting. My God, what an
Yeah,
investment there! That was fantastic at the weekend, just gone, wasn't it?
yeah.
Really good.
It's
yeah,
just
it's
Who
good
won that? Who
table.
won that weekend?
you Imran and Rico split in the final.
Simmer,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't actually know who won, but
Yeah.
all I heard is they split. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So
But
what
yeah,
about going to
I like watching Rico.
Solihull and places like that? Are you guys going to sort of go to the Solihull again?
Yeah, I mean, I went to 2 events. So hopefully next year I'd be up for coming. Mark, you haven't been to Solihull, have you?
No, not
Yeah,
yet. I did.
no, no, yeah, but
Uh,
I'd like
hopefully
it there.
next year I can
Yeah,
go there. I can play there.
Yeah, I think we'll see if we can get some of the stuff going on. I've had a chat with Daryl there, and see if we can get some of the things going next year. I mean, I'm guessing he's still going to do the normal tour thing that we do on a Sunday. I think there's 8 events a year for that. Last one's this Sunday coming, but yeah, it'd be nice maybe to rejig the format for that next year to get a few more people back in and on it again, especially with the GB9 going, because they're good competitions. Get a lot of good players turning up at them, and it's good practice really for these other competitions that you're playing as well. And it's a good venue. It's a nice place, nice space. You can see the games going on. You can watch them all. Yeah, nice thing, nice club. But we'll wait and see what happens with that. But what about some of the other guys? I mean, obviously, you guys, you go around with the Q runners, of course, with Nick and everyone. What about some of the other guys that are in that? I mean, because I know you've got obviously Nick's the main honcho of the Q runners thing, and obviously you pair are, sort of under the umbrella. What about the players? Who else has he got? Sort of because there's a few of you guys now, I think, isn't there? All going around.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few key runners. So Jazz, he's a good player. Jaffel, he's a good player. He's with the key runners, and Von. He's a new one, Zerk Von. He's recently. I don't know if you know about him, but yeah, he's a player coming through. Is a couple. There's a couple of us. Yeah.
Well, it helps you as well. I mean, if you're going around as and you're entering these tournaments all together, it's good to go around. You can encourage each other when you're playing in these tournaments as well, and follow each other. Obviously, practicing with each other as well. It will bring you. I mean, that's probably what you did originally, Carlo, isn't it? I mean, it's probably you were like doing that last year, year before, maybe anyway,
Well,
going around, and it's helped your game out to bring it on to where it is now.
yeah, yeah. To be honest, it all just don't know where it really started. I only started playing actual American pool about 3 or 4 years ago. But
Yeah.
yeah, just through just competing. My first tournaments
But
were just
you,
T9B, and then
but you improve a lot within that year.
yeah, just worked hard.
Yeah,
But a
yeah,
long
that's
way
it.
to go.
You need to work hard.
How
Yeah,
long have you been playing, Mark? I've to be honest, you've not been in the UK. I don't think that long, have you? It's only been fairly recently, I think. I don't
when
know.
he was born, he came
Yeah.
out with a key in his hand.
I was going to say, how long have you been
Well,
playing?
within, I remember that I think I was 13 years old. 13 years old, yes. It's crazy, like, because how it's funny, like, the we had a club near from our house, like 2 minutes walk, and I saw them playing, and like, and I'm like watching them and very confused what they're doing, and I go there to the club, like observing, and I try to play there, but I can't hold the cue properly, and I can't saw the balls. When I struck the cue, it broke, and it split
Hmm.
twice, and the clothes like like got it, like it's broke. All the tables broke, and the owner like shouted at me, "Ah, don't come back." And the other day I tried to go there, and I remember that in the back door of the club there's like, it's not a rock, it's a sand, and I tried to dig it like a dog like this. So I'm like every like 3 a.m. because they are opening at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I remember that I go there 4 o'clock in the morning, go in the back door and dig it. Like if I fit it, I go inside playing till 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning, and go home and put it back. The sun. That's it, because I can't go there. When after that, I was at high school, and I go like around the in our place. Our place not like big towns, like a small town. Like observing, playing lot there, playing tournament there. Even there's no like one's teaching you. That's just only observing, and
Yeah, yeah,
like we want to play.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of experience by the sound of it that you've got
Yeah, it's
there.
different. It's different from that, but that That's why I tell that I love this game. I love this game. Right? This is my game. Like,
Is it
and
your
I play a
nine
lot
ball?
there.
Nine ball, your favorite game?
Before it's rotation 61. There's no nine ball. Rotation. Just like you add a number 15 balls.
So
And
there's no nine ball in the Philippines. They don't play it at all.
before
It's just
there's a
ten
nine
ball.
ball before, but just only in the tournament. But
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
money game, you played
always
like
ten ball.
that's it.
10 ball.
Rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 ball.
But it does make a big difference
And
just having that one extra ball on the table as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Really does.
I don't. I don't know. It's sometimes like the break. I think because it's
Mm.
if the numbers if you break the numbers too easy, like spread it,
Yeah,
it's so easy to run out. But in the 10 balls, if you break sometimes, it's not like will
yeah,
never
it's
spread. Like,
totally
Mm.
different, isn't it? Yeah,
so
yeah,
it will be difficult to run out sometimes the ball.
yeah.
I
What
think
about
so.
the what sort of
Mm.
obviously to get the edge, in a lot of these things, people do rely on having the equipment to help them with that. What sort of equipment do
Yeah.
you guys use? I mean, Carlo, what cues are you using? I mean, are you a big fan of
Um,
swapping and changing, or are you
Yeah.
sticking to what you've got?
Not really. I'm a big believer in like I have like my gear and I kind of trust it. But a while ago, so when I started playing, I was 16, 17. For about a couple years, I was using
okay. Yeah.
a Z shaft, the wooden,
Okay.
really thin one. It was about 10.5.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
For my
I'd
car.
say four, about 6 months ago, probably a bit more than that now. I had a big switch to a 12.4 Revo, so I switched to carbon, and I
That's a
bought a
big step
new.
up. That is from
Yeah, so from
Oh yeah.
10.5 to 12.4, so I went bigger in diameter, and I went to carbon, and yeah, to be honest, it's literally, it's a big help. It's probably like reason why I've done really well. It's just, I think, with the new conditions and how the game's evolving, I think personally for me, carbon is the best equipment for me to use,
yeah,
because with the deflection and on like the slick grey cloths in Matchroom,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
they're the best equipment, and it's just a big help. Like under pressure, when I need to apply lots of English, if I'm going around some rails, just the confidence of the cue ball not deflecting off its line,
yeah.
it finds a big help for me, So I use that, and then I use a Predator Air 2 jump cue, which is good. And then I use this brake cue. It's a bit unknown, but hopefully I'll be getting a J Flowers brake cue. J Flowers they do some nice stuff for good prices, to be honest. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
J
yeah.
J Flowers, hopefully I get that
Where are
soon.
they based out of, J Flowers, Carlo?
America.
Yep. They're an American company, are they? Right, right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is Mark on the carbon shaft as well, or is he using traditional?
Before I using local Q like Q maker also. His name is Roy Bautista. Like it's not expensive Q, like I think £100 or £50 like that. And when I knew the Predator, I tried it, but a little bit expensive. But I tried. I like 3143. I tried wood 3143, Vantage, mine, and now I try to change it for the carbon. I try to carbon. It's
Yeah,
it's good. For me, it's good to use it. Well, let's say Carlos says that it's easy to put the ball, it's easy to control the balls. That is it is not. You didn't need to make it always hard. That's a simple stroke. It will really go like
yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people that have
it
gone carbon, and they do like it. But I also
Mm.
know a fair few people that have actually gone back to normal wood
yeah in the
instead of
world.
carbon as
Yeah, the
well.
world. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
I think it's just
And now.
preference, to be honest. I think it's
Mm,
all preference.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Well, if it
if
works
I
for
put,
you, keep
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's what you got to
I
do.
think it's depend on your when you used to it to play in wood, you don't need to change it
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if you change it, it's different again. You will adjust again. You will go back to zero.
yeah.
How many months do you
Hmm.
need to? control the ball when you're using the carbon and when you're using the wood. It's different, different. That's
Yeah.
why in for me, if you used to it to play in wood, go in wood. You don't need to
Yeah,
experiment.
stick with it.
Just if
Hmm.
you used to it, just do it. Don't change it. Because if you change it, it will be
Yeah,
zero again.
definitely.
Hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. We're all looking for them little edges that can just help ourselves bring a game onto a little bit more of a level. Sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't. But
Mm.
everybody's different.
Yeah,
But if it works for you, yeah, keep doing it.
yeah.
Really.
Keep
But yeah,
doing it.
Yeah.
brilliant.
So going on to your practice then, guys. How many hours a week are you putting in, Carlo? First to you,
Um,
and then after you, Mark. How many hours a week are you putting in?
uh, Solo practice, I'd say at least 25 hours a week.
Are you really? Bloody hell.
That's
Oh
like
yeah,
full
yeah,
time job, nearly almost. That is.
yeah. So I purposely work part time, so then I dedicate time to practice. So I'm doing about 20 to 25 hours of practice a week. I honestly, I want to go places with this. So I just dedicate myself because,
Yeah.
otherwise, if I can't put the practice in, I'm not gonna improve the way I want to and where I want to get to. So yeah, just
Yeah.
put the work in, and
Yeah.
that's it really.
Hmm. And what about you, Mark?
Me, I'm just only practicing the tournament.
Oh, really? Yeah. You just play the
Yeah,
tournaments.
yeah. Because I'm working at night. Sometimes like it's very tired. If I want to practice, I need like I think in a week sometimes just 1 hour, and after
Right.
that
Yeah.
go to the
Yeah.
tournament. It's too hard. It's like sometimes too hard. Like not like before. Like now, like I giving handicapping is too hard, and you don't have proper practice. But I try my best
Hmm.
to sometimes.
Yeah. No. Well, your bestie's doing all right at the moment. You know. For sure. And like I say, Carlo, you saying about putting the hours in, mate. Obviously, that's just paid. I know we just spoke about it earlier on, but obviously that paid off with your first win just last week, right?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely. It just gives me a lot of confidence, especially like when I'm playing tight matches. I just keep telling myself in my
Yeah,
head
very
I'm
helpful.
just confident, because I'm always practicing. But yeah, I got a lot of goals I want to get to, so it's not going to happen if I just put
What's your next biggest goal, Carlo, that you want to get to?
what next one up.
Yeah, I mean, you took that tournament out the other day, didn't you? But what have you got another goal? I mean, that was obviously got to be a good goal to achieve. But what's your next
Yeah.
sort of thing you want to achieve? Maybe.
Um, well, I mean, actually, next up, I'm not too sure because I haven't really looked ahead and planned. But I definitely, obviously, looking into next year, I want to go deep in the GB9 events, and I want
Yeah.
to definitely want to be like competing well in Division A. Like, be realistic. I think my path's going up, but yeah, I want to be playing in kind of Division A. I want to get to sort of a -1 handicap by around halfway next year. That's sort of the aim.
Yeah.
But
What are you
yeah,
at the moment, Carlo?
it's tough. At the moment, I'm on a +1.
Right, yeah.
So in
And
about
Mark, you've got to
hopefully
be
six to 8 months.
-4, surely. Mark, you've got to be -4.
Well,
I think you're three.
minus
I think
two,
you're three. I
minus two.
think you
I don't
won.
know.
I
Minus
think
two.
because
Minus two.
you won it off -3.
Before
So
I'm on minus
-2.
two. I don't know. I don't know yet now.
Right.
But I don't have practice. I need just scratch.
Yeah, but this is the difficult part about these handicaps. Really, you could have not played for like 6 years, and yet you come back and you haven't played, and they still expect you to be whatever handicap you was from 6 years before. They don't give you
Yeah,
nowhere gives you any leeway, do they? Because they think you're trying
Yeah,
to cheat them.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I
100%.
don't know.
they do. Yeah, like I say
Sometimes like,
they do. That's why I'm very reluctant to playing surf now. Do you know what I mean? Because I think their handicap systems. I think it's a load of bollocks, really. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And I think they try and screw you over for it, just to So I've been a bit reserved, of where I'm going at the moment. I'm trying to get out of the handicap system. Hence why I'm going up to Scotland.
Yeah, of course.
It's better to play in scratch because you can. The challenge is, like if you want to grow your skill, if you want to improve if you want to improve, you need to play. Even I know it's better. It's hard to play better, but how can you learn when
Yeah.
you didn't challenge yourself to play with it?
One thing I would say is
You need to
definitely
you need to think that always think in your mind that you can pat the ball also. You can play also.
mm,
The difference
Yeah,
is
sure.
the pressure. That is the balance, the pressure. But that it is that you need to challenge yourself to play with the big guns. So if you beat them, you will tell
Yeah,
yourself that
yeah,
you improve. You improve. You improve. You can tell it.
mm.
If you stick in always in the low level, for example, if you always asking for handicapping, you always there. Uh,
yeah.
sometimes
There's no value in
we
handicapping, to
need
be honest.
also to think like that. We need to think also like that. So to challenge ourselves. If you want to go to the highest level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Carlo,
yeah,
go on. Carlo,
definitely.
what was you going to add to that, mate?
Yeah, I was gonna say with scratch events, there's a different feel about them. Like the last two the Premier Pool events, the divisions. Like when I'm playing someone off scratch, especially like in a final or
What's Premier Pool?
semi-final,
Where's that?
when you're
Where's that
playing off
run out of?
0-0, Premier Pool. So this is the divisions run by Phil Wildman.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what it's called?
a
Premier Pool, is
new
it?
tournament.
Yeah, it's called Premier
Premier
Pool
Pool, yeah.
Promotions, but it's that next
Right.
year they'll
Okay.
be. I think they'll be running about 8 events, and to be honest with you, I think I'll put my bet like probably all of them will be full because they both of them filled up. They had players coming from north, and like they were great events. And it's the big thing is everyone's in divisions, so everyone's in their own bracket, and
Yeah.
everyone can like has got a chance of being champ. So especially if it's off levels, so you can call yourself like you're the best player in the day. Like when it's handicapped, yes, you've won, but at the same time, you've got starts where maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't have. But when it's off levels, there's no saying anything. You've fully deserved it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
But yeah, that'll be
that's
next
encouraging.
year, Premier Pool.
Scratch.
Yeah,
I thought they were handicap tournaments. That's encouraging. There, scratch.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
I prefer
they're run
the
by
non-handicap
yeah,
tournaments myself. It's tough. Any handicap's tough. I mean, it's tough to get right in the first place for the players. It's tough when you're on a big minus handicap yourself and you're playing someone who's off a big handicap the other way around. Yeah, but we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I might even go in a few of them myself next year. I'll have to have a
yeah.
look at that
I
myself.
think you should. I think they'll be quite big next year. It's all run by Phil, and Phil's quite good at making sure it's quite like fair the divisions. And there's been 2 events, and they've both ran really well, to be honest. So
Yeah.
definitely, I think they'll be quite a big deal next year. That Premier Pool promotions.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, I mean, I think a lot of these events, these single competitions, are going to do a bit more, well, better next year, just because of the GB9 run. And again, a lot more people are going to be
Yeah,
wanting to be practicing in other events, ready to play in the bigger events. So I'm expecting the numbers will all pick up, and it's a good thing for pool in the UK, as you know. I mean, we all want the game to get better and
Mm.
grow, but what I was going to say is just obviously we're getting on. I mean, we've had a good 45 minutes, right? But just before we do call it a night, I wanted to. I know you wanted to. Obviously, you were saying, it'd be nice to get some sponsorship opportunities and things. How can people, for people that are watching this and it gets passed around, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you guys? I mean, they don't have to go through Nick, do they? The head honcho, a Q
no,
runners.
no, they can contact me directly. I've got just messaging me through Facebook or like on my Instagram page. You can see like it's got my Instagram's pretty clear of like the things I've won and how
Yeah,
I'm getting on with my pool life and stuff like that. But Yeah, all I'd say is, I'd love an opportunity to represent the company. So if anyone's interested, please just get in contact. And I play in all events. I've got a fast social media reach, so
And
I think
that's
it'd be
important. I mean, some
good.
people
Yeah.
these days say,
You
"Oh,
got
you know,
you
give us
guys
some
should have got in
sponsorship."
touch with us about. Did you see? Sorry, Matt. Did you see the ad that we put up about 6 weeks ago, guys? Where we was inquiring for to back players. I don't know. You guys missed out on that one. Did you not see
Oh
that
yeah,
on the Dark Side
must
Pool
have.
Facebook?
Yeah, we must have missed it. Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look
Yeah,
to do
because we
something else
put
in the
that out.
future as well. But it's no, it's important. I think that these days, if you know, you can't just go, I need give me some sponsorship. You know, you've got to prove to somebody that you are gonna, you know, you've got something about you. You're keen. You put in the time in yourself. You're doing the work, not just on the table but off the table. And things, and you promote, you know, you're promoting yourself, and that's so important because there's a lot of people out there that will just say, well, yeah, you know, sponsor me. And you think, well,
Mm.
you know what I mean, where I'm coming from. But yeah, I mean, we'll probably do something else in the future anyway. But yeah, so the best place
Yeah.
then, Instagram, Facebook. Mark, I mean,
Yeah.
same for yourself. Have you got Instagram as well, or is it just Facebook?
Just on the Facebook and Messenger. Yeah. If
Okay.
someone like want to sponsor me also, I'd like to promote all the the one
Hmm.
who want to sponsor me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah, sure.
brilliant.
Well,
Like I say,
what we can do, guys, is we can put you up on our Facebook and put your sort of like your resumes up there and advertise you a bit if on our channels if you like, guys. If that's something you're interested in, you know, it's just
Yeah.
free advertising for you
Why not?
guys.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah.
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
No, well, you
Very
deserve it. I
very
mean,
helpful.
like,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a big fan of people putting the time in to work. I mean, 25 hours a week's almost like a full-time job. I wish I could play
Yeah.
25 hours a week,
uh,
but I just can't.
yes, absolutely.
But yeah, you know, you put in the time in, so you know, you
Yeah.
deserve to get what you get
I,
out.
uh,
And
I told Carlo that within this year you will go to pro in the UK Open.
Definitely.
Yep.
You'll be. Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean,
Just
it's I'd like to go in it next year, but I'm just conscious of the fact that I think it's going to be difficult to get in it next year because there's going to be probably a lot more people wanting to go in it, and obviously it sells out really quickly. So I'd expect there'd probably be some little qualifying tournaments maybe again to
Well,
get in that.
yeah, Imran was saying that he's going to be the lead person doing all the sort of like the tournaments. I understand, like in the Sheraton Hotel. He said somewhere in London, somewhere around Heathrow. Apparently, he's
Oh,
going to run
okay.
them all. Apparently, so could be interesting. That would mean that all
mm,
the tables would be brand new. It'd all be Matchroom equipment, and that's how I've led to believe it. You know, so
Wow.
that'd be quite encouraging for you guys. I'm going to stay on the US. You know,
Wow,
Yeah.
that's exciting
so yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
should be encouraging.
Well, we'll wait
Yeah,
and see how
it's
that
all quite
all
exciting. Really.
transpires. But yeah, exciting times for the game really, and especially in the UK coming
Here's,
forward with the tour and everything again. But guys, look, we'll put that up on our
here's to the
social
boys.
media in due course,
So
and
I got water.
hopefully, you know, we'll get some people contacting you to help you out a little bit
Good
to
enough, Carlo.
take your games
I'm
on
always
further. But
interested.
no, it's been great having you on, getting a little bit insight there and what you're up to, and now you're moving forward
Yeah.
with the game and what you're
Thank
going
you
to be
very much
playing
for
in, of
having
course.
us.
But no, it's been
Yeah, for
brilliant,
sure.
guys. But yeah, no, thanks a lot. And like I say, we'll put that up on. If you want
Yeah,
to drop
thanks for
us a
coming on,
message on the
boys. You know what I mean?
Facebook with some of them
Just a
things,
little chat.
we'll
mm.
put that together. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you also
brilliant.
for inviting
Yeah,
us,
do that, guys. Yeah,
darkSIDEpool. Thank you for like helping like local players
Yeah.
No, we're big
Yeah.
to
believers
know.
in helping
No.
people out. You know,
Thank you for
we
helping
want
us.
the people to succeed.
Yeah.
We want the game to move on, and you know, it's
sure,
just
sure, Mark, sure, Carlo. A favour, drop us a message on Dark Side Pool, and then like
Yeah.
we'll stay in touch, and then we'll work with you and Mark how we can put your
Yeah.
stuff on
Yes. Yes.
our website. You know, if you just drop us a
Okay.
message because that's the way, and then we'll respond. I don't think we can actually. Is that right, Matt? We can't actually contact Carlo unless he contacts us. Is that how it works? Like Mark's contacted us, so we can contact him.
No, it's all good now. Yeah. He's got that. Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, not a problem.
Cool.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
drop me a message. But
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
This sounds a bit
thanks
useless for
again.
technology.
Brilliant. Right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Good luck in your next competitions. We'll
Thank
be
you,
watching
you
out
too.
for you. And
Thank you so much.
maybe we'll even be crossing swords soon at some of these competitions as well.
Yeah, hopefully need a rematch. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I owe you two, Carlo, not one. You've done me twice, mate. I've got to come for you at some point.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right.
Right,
Take care, guys. Good to have you on, mate.
care.